Everyone knows his name, Mark Zuckerberg, the man who turned a simple student idea into one of the most powerful companies in the world. Some see him as a genius, others as a cold strategist. But the fact remains, he forever changed the way we communicate, share news, and even perceive the world. This is the story of a boy born into an ordinary family, but who managed to create Facebook and later Meta. It is a story about risk, about belief in an idea, and about the power that can change the future. Mark was born in 1984 in the small town of White Plains, New York. His father was a dentist, his mother a psychiatrist, and Mark, from childhood, was obsessed with computers. At the age of 12, he created his first program, ZuckNet, a home chat for his family. Imagine, just a regular boy, a school kid, and already inventing things others couldn't even dream of. At school, he was called a prodigy. He spent hours at the computer, coding, experimenting, searching for solutions. Friends recalled, Mark wouldn't stop until it was perfect. Harvard University. Mark studied psychology and computer science, and again, computer projects. One evening, he launched a site called Face Smash, a student prank. You could compare photos of classmates. The site caused a scandal. It was quickly shut down. The administration threatened to expel him. But for Zuckerberg, it was a signal. His ideas attract people, even if they are provocative. A Harvard dorm room. Together with friends, Dustin Moskovitz, Chris Hughes, and Eduardo Saverin, Mark launched the Facebook. At first, only for Harvard students. Weeks later, for other universities. And then, across America. People signed up by the thousands. The network exploded in popularity. The idea was simple: connect people. But in that simplicity was genius. The first investment. Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, invested $500,000, and that changed everything. Facebook moved to Silicon Valley. The team worked day and night, 16, even 18 hours. It was then that Zuckerberg's credo was born: move fast and break things. Yahoo offered to buy Facebook. The sum? $1 billion. A billion! Mark refused. He was only 22 years old, and he turned down a deal that could have made him a billionaire overnight. The team doubted him, but he said, "I don't want to sell something that can change the world." That was the moment when a legend was born. Facebook went public, one of the largest initial public offerings in history. Mark became one of the youngest billionaires on the planet, and that same year, he bought Instagram for $1 billion. Later, WhatsApp for $19 billion. The world laughed. They said he overpaid. But today we know, those were among the smartest acquisitions in tech history. But with success came criticism. Zuckerberg was accused of stealing ideas, of data leaks, of political manipulation. He testified before Congress, faced tough questions. His face was on the front page of every newspaper in the world. But he didn't stop. He made the next move. Facebook changed its name to Meta. Zuckerberg bet on the metaverse, on a future where people could work, learn, and even live in virtual reality. It's a risk, it's a challenge, and it's the true style of Mark, to bet everything to build the future. And what about beyond business? Mark is married to Priscilla Chan. They met back in college. They have 3 children. Together, they founded the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, a foundation funding science, education, and medicine. Their ambition? To cure all diseases by the end of this century. As for Mark himself, he lives as simply as possible. Gray t-shirts, jeans, sneakers. He owns dozens of identical t-shirts because he doesn't want to waste time on trivial decisions. His focus only on what matters most. Today, he is just over 40. His fortune, tens of billions. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that billions of people use what he created. His story proves even a small idea, born in a student dorm room, can grow into a force that changes the planet. And if you think success is impossible without money, connections, or perfect conditions, remember Zuckerberg. He started with code written late at night in a dorm. He turned down $1 billion to protect his dream. He risked, he failed, he faced criticism, but he kept moving forward. His path tells us all, no matter who you are or where you come from, if you have an idea and the courage to fight for it, you can change the world. This was the story of Mark Zuckerberg, the man who created Facebook, the man who gave us Instagram and WhatsApp, the man who connected billions, and the man who has not yet said his last word. Subscribe to Famous Success so you don't miss new stories of those who proved the impossible is possible.